let's do this. We are back to Valentine's Day. We are doing a couple quick little videos today. This is from Valentine's Day, now about 2 weeks ago, because I've been slow and slothful and busy, if those four things go together, which, by the way, I think there were three. Valentine's Day 2025. We are at HCC. We have Chris, who just served to me in green. Just drove to me in green. Chris's partner over there. Looks like we have a good little point going early. Then the net takes over. And our first rally goes to Team Us. Maybe missed a point. Because I think the south side surges at HCC. But anyway, here's we are. We have Tom, the little guy to my left there. He's the little guy in all black. He's doing the bad guy. He's got kind of a white hat, though. He's going to have a mix-up of bad guy, good guy. And yours truly just did a decent, soft, long serve. So it's Tom and me and Tom. I and me and Team and Tom. Not sure the right pronouns to use here, but it's not about pronouns anymore. We're not doing pronouns anymore. We're no longer woke. Who are we playing against? We are playing against Ronnie and Chris. That was kind of a squirrely little game there. A couple little balls just dribbled over the net. I dribbled it right back. And we took care of business down the middle. We are playing to 11 by 2. We're going to watch this game. We're going to see how well we do, how well we play. Hopefully we play great. I like my drive. Drive just dipped over the net with a pretty good amount of spin. That's good times. Point for us. And we continue with a fairly good pace there, right? We're just going. Chris is going to hit that with a little bit nice. I like his choice here, right? He kind of faked to a small degree like he was going to go middle or to me and then kind of snapped it over to Tom's backhand for the winner. Winner, winner. Let's have chicken for dinner. Tom serve. Tom loves that bounce serve, and Ronnie doesn't like it. Winner, us. Tom, bounce serve, spectacular. In the middle, I take it, right? That's my forehand versus his backhand. We do exactly the opposite next. I decided to go up on the overhead, but every once in a while that's okay. Let's talk about that a second here. I like our form here. We're going to work in back and forth, pretty wide. Now the lob over the shoulder. Oh, and just wide. So I think on occasion, when your partner lobs or you lob and you see them going back, you probably know they're not going to hit it with a trillion miles per hour. So getting up and kind of surprising them is a strategy you can try. Obviously, the potential issue is if you're going up and they hit it right at your feet, you got no chance. But maybe it puts a little pressure on them. Maybe if you're able to get a paddle on it and just punch it back to them, it's going to come back to them pretty fast. Anyway, it worked for us that time. Ronnie, good deep serve. My return's pretty good. Looks like we're going to be pretty good position for the drive, which is errantly long. The last video I showed here was Chris and I, and man, I played poorly. So I feel sorry for Chris. If I was generous, I'd be hitting the ball out all day now as he's my opponent. But so far, I don't think I've made a lot of tragic shots. And there it is, tragic shot number 1. Ball is up pretty high. Drop is fine. I'm up. I think that's no problem to be go time. I should just hit it right at Chris. Instead, I hit it right at the net. Not wise. Our second service. Good deep to Ronnie. Wow, what a great shot there. There's just no way he's going to handle that ball. That ball's behind him, down the line. That's just a really good place to put it. Let's talk about young Tom a little bit. Tom is, I don't know, a different style than most of the times you'll see. Most people, get their feet really set and have a long, fluid stroke when they're hitting drive. He just kind of, last second, just twists his arm and his wrist and smashes it. So it comes at you a lot faster than you'd expect. I think we'll have an example of that or two before this is over. But as we speak, Mr. Torgerson with the serve. The lefty fires to my backhand. I like that. I get up. I like that. Boy, such a nice drive by Ronnie. So that's just over the net, diving. I should be able to lift this. But I just, I don't really should swing at that. I should just get my paddle low and lift it up. I mean, it's going to be a problem regardless because I'm probably going to give them a little bit of a pop-up. But the worst thing you can do is hit it out wider in the net because there's no way you're winning that point. At least if I hit that over the net, we have a chance of living through something. Or give them a chance of screwing up. He goes drive again. This time, Tom's up to the task. This time, Ronnie fires down the left. So we're seeing some strong pickleball on our opponents here. Ronnie goes drive. Tom's no issue. And I get whipped. Let's see if I was too far over. I'm certainly looking middle. He's got a tough angle to beat me here. And he just does it. Looks like I kind of let it go, but man, that's going to be in by a mile. I need to hit that ball. It's a good shot by Chris. There's no reason I can't get a pedal on that. Maybe I was open a little bit too much. Where are we? Let's play. Let's go. Just got a text. Lob. Misses the mark. I said way out, which means it was probably super close to being in. Ronnie. Bryony. And out. Good eye there, and Mr. Young. Bounce serve. I think I'm going to show it next time he does it. Hopefully it's this time right here. I like that move. And out. So bounce serve. Most people don't really employ the bounce serve, but Tom does it. He does it super legally. So the bounce serve, the rule is this. You can't throw it down or up. You just drop it. So you can see he just releases out of his hand softly. Then he can literally do whatever he wants to hit it, to strike it, paddle it. Doesn't matter how high it is or low it is. Obviously, if he drops it, it's not going to be super high. But a bounce serve means you can't have an illegal serve. As long as you don't throw it down or toss it upwards, you are going to be legal. That's a bad shot by me. Just like a concentration probably. Let's see what I do. I do not bounce serve. I vary between soft, hard, and medium. That was medium right in the middle. I guess it was in. Can't complain about it. Look at Chris try to fool Tom here with this shot. Just pulls it across. Like I said before, he's just got really quick hands. When he is on, he is as good as anybody that we're going to play with this day. He got a lot of good shots. I'm going to take the forehand. I think it's fine. The dink is good. A couple short haps by Tom, and then a pop-up and a put away. Look at that, Tyson and Stacy hiding in the back right of this video. That team's going to be tough to beat. Uh-oh. A little miss that goes high. Any way we live through this? Nope, it hit the net and went wide. Unlucky. Chris Torgerson really puts it on my backhand. So this is good. So, right, I just hit it soft, but it landed a foot or two short of the baseline, which means we are going to be at the net and ready. Well, Ronnie hits what looks like it's going to be a drive. Let's see how this turns out. Advantage us, we have 73% chance of winning this point just based on where we're sitting right now. We keep Chris back up. There it is. The 27% came in, folks. If you're in Vegas, you just made some money. We hit it just out. Oh, they called it in. I apologize, folks. We're going to have to take your... All bets are off. God bless. Ronnie just hit that ball a mile out. That was not an effective serve. It happens to the best of us. Ronnie's certainly one of the best of us. Now we can't figure out the score, probably. They might have been back-assward. They figured it out. Years ago, not years, probably a year ago or two, if you were in the incorrect position, in other words, you're supposed to be on the right and you're on the left and your partner is vice versa, you would have automatically lost the point. Now, it's just seen as a mistake, as long as it's not intentional. Obviously, it's not intentional with these fine folks. You would just simply repair. Looks like, repair. In other words, correct where you're supposed to be and just move on. So score doesn't change, no penalty. We just correct and move on. Chris and Ronnie now in the foreground of our video. Obviously, Chris is a lefty, Ronnie's a righty. So their natural position, Chris is going to be to our right. So they're what I would call back-assward. We should go middle here because it's, there it is, middle. That's both their backhands as opposed to one of their forehands. Chris handles it. He goes middle again, so I kind of like that. Chris is going to keep me back. I get it over. This time I go to a forehand. Then I go to a forehand, and what a nice shot by Ronnie. That's probably why he keep away from his forehand, because he's good. His backhand, he'd probably beat me too. I'm not very good at pickleball. Not new news to anybody that loves this pickleball channel. Speaking about not good, let's hit the ball out. Let's just give him a point. Let's take a point. That's Chris Torgerson. That's Brian Ridge. We're up pretty good. Good eye there by Thomas. Live by the drive, die by the drive. This time it was a die. sharing with these fine folks so they can watch their own game, get their own opinions and thoughts about it. I'm watching me to see what I screw up. Look at that great shot by Tom. So I talked about before, he's kind of a quick little flick. Watch him as he sets here. He just looks casual. I'm not doing anything. I'm just hanging out. I'm just going to hit a dink, and all of a sudden, thwack, right down the line to Chris's backhand as they've stacked there. And we are good. I'm going to drop. I like it. Speed up handled. Tom is playing great there. Ronnie is playing a tad better. Just like the exchange, right? So let's see what happens here. That's a speed up. Chris is kind of moving away. You know, good move. Hit it the big guy. Big guy puts his paddle up and has no problem with it. Ronnie comes across and makes a really nice play. That's a quick reaction. Tom comes right back and punches right back at him. It's a little up, and look at that ball. It's literally a millimeter over the net and going down. That forces the pop up, and Ronnie puts it away. That's a really good exchange, certainly by our two opponents on that match. I think everybody hit the ball square. No mishits. Just good. Chris is showing his fine juggling skills. If I wanted to see a juggler, I'd go to a circus. We're here to play pickleball. What's happening? A little frustrated on young Chris. He's friggin' good. He wins all the time. This was not his most productive of days. But guess what happened the next Monday? He went undefeated and won the whole damn tournament. So hang in there, my friend. Nothing but love. Ball returns to us eventually. Now we're watching the other game because apparently something's good going over there. Let's see what those kids do. Oh, they tap paddles. Tyson and Stacy, as one might expect, have won themselves a rally. Tom with the serve. There's the patented Tom quick drive. Ronnie, who's playing really well right now, handled it and got the rally winner, and they've earned the right to serve. Goes drive. I go severe angle. We go lob. Just misses. Our lobs have not hit this game. Let's see if we get in position. I'm still moving, but we're pretty good in position. I handle it. I keep him back a little bit. I don't hate it. I would like to hit that a foot deeper, but we're going to live just wide, right? So it's just hard to hit those shots from the baseline. You either drive. We're probably going to handle a drive. We're done it here. Tom's hit a nice soft shot, and we're both back at the net. I'm able to hit it spanking at Chris's backhand. Chris almost gets it returned deep, but it just went a little too deep. Now their turn. They've got themselves to the net, and that's one that he just gets on top of. So that's plenty high to hit. The good news is they're both backhands here. So that's to Chris's or Ronnie's forehand, right? They're just mashing it, and we've lost a point. The fact that it's their backhand means he's going to just not be quite as comfortable or confident. And he gets on top of it and hits it down. And the frustration etched into his pose. Our point. Bounce serve, keeps it low. Chris is up. I hit a pretty high drop, but it's good. A little reset, and we're up, and it goes wide. And that's ball game, just that quick. There it is. That game is over. Thank God. I'm going to post this thing and do another one.